Hello students, in the last class we have discussed about the zeros of the polynomial and value of the polynomial, and we have discussed the method to find the zeros of a polynomial. Okay, so now our today's topic is remainder theorem. We are going to start the new topic, that is remainder theorem. So you know about the remainder, you all know about the division. Whenever in case of algebraic expression or in case of simple number system, when we divide a number, suppose a number is 5, when it is divided by 2, then it will be 2 2s are 4 and we will get 1 as the remainder. Okay, in any division, the number which is divided, that particular number is known as, if we are dividing 5 by 2, then what is 5? This 5 is known as dividend, this 2 is known as divisor, this 2 will be known as quotient, and the remaining 1 is known as remainder. You all know about all these terms. What is dividend, divisor, quotient and remainder. Okay, the number which is divided is known as dividend, by which it is divided is known as divisor. Then after division, whatever it is comes out, it is known as quotient, and the remaining one is known as remainder. Now in case of algebraic expression or in case of polynomial, you have studied about the division of polynomial in your class 8th also, so we will talk about that also. First, I am talking about the remainder theorem for polynomial. So let fx is a polynomial. What is remainder theorem? If fx is a polynomial of degree, if fx is a polynomial of degree greater than or equal to 1, this remainder theorem is applicable only when the degree of the polynomial which is being divided will be greater than or equal to 1. Okay, if fx is a polynomial of degree greater than or equal to 1 and it is divided by another polynomial, and is divided by polynomial gx, it is another polynomial gx which is given by x minus a. For example, if fx is a polynomial of degree greater than or equal to 1 and is divided by another polynomial gx is equal to x minus a, then remainder will be equal to f of a. Means in this polynomial, if we put the value at the place of x, we put is equal to this a, then this f of a, that means the value of this polynomial at x is equal to a, will be the remainder. This is the statement of remainder theorem. Clear? If fx is any polynomial, it is divided by another polynomial gx which is equal to x minus a, then the remainder will be equal to f of a. What does it mean? F of a, it is the value of the polynomial which is divided by gx. It is the value of this polynomial at which point? At x is equal to a. Okay, this will be the remainder, and this particular statement is known as remainder theorem. Clear? It is remainder theorem. Now how will we use it? Let us take an example. Suppose you have given a polynomial fx is equal to x to the power 4 minus 3x square plus 2x plus 1 and gx is equal to x minus 1. Okay, means fx is divided by gx is equal to x minus 1 and we have to find the remainder. So first I am going to explain you by long division method and then we will see what is the importance of remainder theorem. We can find the remainder without using the long division. You all know about the long division method of dividing the polynomial. So let us divide this polynomial x to the power 4 minus 3x square plus 2x plus 1. It is divided by gx is equal to x minus 1. So when it is divided by x minus 1, then first we will take the term x cube. Okay, this x cube into x will be equal to x to the power 4. X cube into minus 1, it will be equal to minus x cube. Now we will subtract these two terms. So there will be a minus sign and when we will subtract this term, this will be converted to plus. Now this x to the power 4 will cancel out. So we will get x cube minus 3x square plus 2x plus 1. Okay, now again we will see this term, it is x cube of plus sign. So we will divide it by plus x square, so that x square into x will be equal to x cube. So x square into x will be equal to x cube. X square into minus 1, it will be equal to minus x square. Again subtracting these two terms, this will be minus, it will be plus, it is cancelled out. Minus 3x square plus x square, it will be equal to minus 2x square plus 2x plus 1. Now it is minus 2x square. So we will divide it by minus 2x. So it will come out to be minus 2x square plus 2x. Now again it will be changing by sign. So it will be cancelled out. It will also be cancelled out and the remainder will be equal to 1. Now this 1 can not further be divided by x minus 1 because the degree of this 1 is less than this coefficient. Here the degree of this 1 is equal to 0 because we can write it as 1 into x to the power 0. And we know that the degree of gx should always, the degree of fx on any function which is being divided should be greater than or equal to 1. So it cannot be further divided. So it will be the remainder. It means the remainder by long division method is, we get the remainder is equal to 1. So it is the long division method to find the remainder. So in this method we have to do a lot of calculation. Many of you may not know about the long division method also. So the remainder theorem is a more simplest way to find the remainder. Now we have not to solve by this method. This is just for telling you that this method is complicated. You have to do a lot of calculation. So we can find the remainder without doing this much of exercise. We can find the remainder by remainder theorem very easily. Now I am going to find the remainder by remainder theorem. So here gx is equal to x minus 1. So the first step is, it is x minus 1. It means 1 is equal to a. In the remainder theorem, it was gx is equal to x minus a. So this 1 is equal to a. So you can directly take x is equal to 1 or x is equal to a, that is a equals to 1. So the first step is put gx, means the polynomial with which we have to divide. Put always that polynomial equal to 0. So when we put gx equal to 0, we will get x minus 1 is equal to 0. It implies x will be equal to 1. Or we can say that by remainder theorem, a is equal to 1. X is equal to 1. Or we can say that x is equal to a and a is also 1. Now we can find the value of the remainder by putting the value of x in place of fx. So we have given fx is equal to this. This is the polynomial fx. And what was remainder theorem? If it is divided by gx is equal to x minus a, then f of a is equal to remainder. It was remainder. F of a is equal to remainder. And what is the value of a here? X is equal to 1, or we can say that a is equal to 1. So this, at the place of a, we will put f of 1. What will be the value of f of 1? Now put it in this equation. We will get 1 to the power 4 minus 3 into 1 square plus 2 into 1 plus 1. Now solve it further. We will get 1 minus 3 plus 2 plus 1. So 2 plus 1 is 3. 3 minus 3 will cancel out. Then the remainder will be equal to 1. It means the value of f of 1 is equal to 1, and it is the remainder. So it is so easy. Without doing such long division, we have find the remainder by long division was also 1. And by this remainder theorem, the remainder is also 1. Okay, so in this method, it is more convenient, more easy to find the remainder in a polynomial. Okay, what we have to do, we have given a polynomial and another polynomial by which we have to divide. It may be given as gx, px, hx, anything may be given. But if we have to divide this polynomial by another polynomial, so the polynomial with which we have to divide, put that polynomial is equal to 0, we will get the value of x. And now put this value of x, means the value obtained by another polynomial, the value of x, put it in the first equation or the first polynomial which we have to divide. When we will put this value of x at this place, so we will get the value of the polynomial, and that particular value will be the remainder of the polynomial. Okay. So now let us solve some problem based on remainder theorem. But always remember one thing, it is only applicable when the degree of the given polynomial is greater than or equal to 1. It is not applicable for any polynomial having degree less than 1. So let us take the question. Question is, find the remainder. Find remainder when px, it may be fx, px, anything, when px is equal to x cube minus ax square plus 6x minus a. When px is equal to x cube minus ax square plus 6x minus a is divided by x minus a. Okay, so we have to find the remainder. So we know that the given polynomial is divided by the polynomial x minus a. It means first we have to put this polynomial is equal to 0. So we will get x minus a is equal to 0. We will get the value of x, that will be equal to a. X is equal to a. Now putting this value of x in the given polynomial, so the remainder will be p of a. When we put the value of x which is obtained by that polynomial by which we have to divide, we have to divide it by x minus a, so we put it equal to 0, we get the value of x. Now put this value of x in the given polynomial which we have to divide, so we are getting pa is equal to a cube. At the place of x we are putting a, it will be equal to a cube minus a into a square plus 6 into a minus a. It will be equal to a cube minus a cube. A square into a will be a cube plus 6a minus a. So this a cube will be cancelled out. 6a minus a will be equal to 5a. So the remainder is pa is equal to 5a, and it will be the remainder. and it is our answer. Okay. So it is very easy. You can find the remainder by just putting the polynomial by which we have to divide is equal to 0. We will get the value of variable x, and then putting this variable x into the given polynomial which is to be divided, and we will get the value. That value will be the remainder of the polynomial. Okay. Note it down. Next question. Find remainder when fx is equal to x cube minus 6x square plus 2x minus 4. This is the polynomial fx. X cube minus 6x square plus 2x minus 4 is divided by gx is equal to 3x minus 1. Is divided by gx is equal to 3x minus 1. Okay. So now in this question, the given polynomial is divided by gx is equal to 3x minus 1. So what we will do? First, we will put this polynomial by which we have to be divided. So putting gx is equal to 0. What we will get? We will get 3x minus 1 is equal to 0. Or the value of x will be, it can be written as 3x is equal to 1, which implies x is equal to 1 by 3. So we get the value of x is equal to 1 by 3. Now we have to find the remainder. So now we will put this value of x at the place of x in a given polynomial fx. So we have to find the remainder, and the remainder will be f of 1 by 3. At the place of x, we will put 1 by 3. So f of 1 by 3, it will be equal to 1 upon 3 whole cube minus 6 into 1 upon 3 square plus 2 into 1 upon 3 minus 4. Now we have to solve this term. So it will be 1 upon 3 whole cube. It will be 1 upon 27 minus 6 upon 9. 1 upon 3 square will be 1 upon 9 into 6. That will be 6 by 9 plus 2 by 3 and minus 4. Now taking LCM, the LCM will be 27. So it will be 1 minus 9 3s are 27, 3 6s are 18. 1 minus 18 plus 3 9s are 27, 9 2s are 18. Plus 18 minus 27 into 4. It will be 108. Okay. Now solving this term, this plus 18 and minus 18 will be cancelled out. So we will get the answer minus 1 minus 108. That will be equal to minus 107 upon 27. So it will be the remainder. It means remainder is equal to minus 107 upon 27. It will be our answer. Remainder is minus 107 upon 27. So it is the basic concept of remainder theorem. Now we are coming to some important questions of remainder theorem. Now we will be given two polynomials and both of them will be divided by the same polynomial, and we have to find the value of any unknown. Okay, we will have given the conditions of remainders, like the remainder of both the polynomials are same, or the remainders differ by 2, or the remainder of 1 is greater than 2 by this term, like that. Okay, so let us solve one question. Question is, if the polynomial ax cube plus 4x square, ax cube plus 4x square plus 3x minus 4, and another polynomial x cube minus 4x plus a. These are the two polynomials. If the polynomial this and this leave the same remainder, leave same remainder when divided by x minus 3, then find the value of a. Then find value of a. Okay, this is the question. We have given two polynomials. First one is ax cube plus 4x square plus 3x minus 4, and the second one is x cube minus 4x plus a. And both of these polynomials are divided by x minus 3. And we have to find the value of a, and we have given one more condition, that is the remainder are same. They leave the same remainder. It means the remainder of this polynomial and the remainder of this polynomial both are same. Okay? So let us solve. Let us consider the first polynomial as fx. Let fx is equal to ax cube plus 4x square plus 3x minus 4. And let us consider second polynomial as px is equal to x cube minus 4x plus a. And both of them are divided by x minus 3. So let us consider gx is equal to x minus 3. Gx means the polynomial by which we have to divide the given polynomials. Okay. Now, first what we will do? We have to put the value, we have to put this polynomial is equal to 0, by which we have to divide the two polynomials. So we will put this polynomial is equal to 0. So when we will put gx is equal to 0, we will get x minus 3 is equal to 0. It means we will get the value of x is equal to 3. Okay. So we get the value of x which is equal to 3. Now what is given? We have given the remainder of both the polynomials are same. They leave the same remainder. It means, how will you find the remainder of first polynomial? By putting the value of x is equal to 3 in this polynomial, we will get the remainder. Similarly, by putting x is equal to 3 in this polynomial, we will get the remainder of this polynomial. So by putting f of 3, we have given, what is the condition given? Given that f of 3 means the remainder of first polynomial, it is equal to the remainder of second polynomial which we have considered p. So it will be equal to p of 3. This condition is given. Both the polynomial leave the same remainder. So remainder of first polynomial, it will be f of 3. Remainder of second polynomial, it will be p of 3. And we have given both are equal. So we are putting both the polynomials, both the remainders equal. So now putting the value of x in the first polynomial, that is f of 3. So its value will be a into 3 cube. At the place of x we are putting 3. So it will be a into 3 cube plus 4 into 3 square plus 3 into 3 minus 4. It is equal to p of 3. So putting the value of x in place of at the place of px. So we will be getting 3 cube. At the place of x we are putting 3 in px. 3 cube minus 4 into 3 plus a. Okay, since we are given that both the polynomials are having same remainder, so we have put the remainder same and putting these values. Now solve both the equations. It will be 3 3 9 3 27. 27a plus 36 plus 9 minus 4 is equal to 27 minus 12 plus a. Okay. Now solving it further, we will get 27a plus 36 plus 9 is 45 and 45 minus 1 is 44. 45 minus 4 is 41 is equal to 27 minus 12. It will be equal to 15 plus a. Clear? Now taking this a to left hand side and 41 to right hand side, we will get 27a minus a. It will be equal to 26a is equal to 15 minus 41. That will be equal to 26 with negative sign. Or we will get the value of a is equal to minus 1. By solving these two terms, we are getting 26a is equal to minus 26 or a is equal to minus 1. So it is our answer. We have to find the value of a. So the value of a is minus 1. Note it down. So these type of questions are very important, where we have given the conditions on the remainder. We have given the conditions on the remainder that both the polynomial leave the same remainder. So we have first find the value of x, then finding both the remainders and equating them. We get the value of a, which is equal to minus 1. Clear? Now coming to the next question. If fx is equal to x to the power 4 minus 2x cube plus 3x square minus ax plus b. We have given this polynomial fx is equal to x to the power 4 minus 2x cube plus 3x square minus ax plus b is a polynomial such that when it is divided by, if fx is divided by, it is divided by, when it is divided by, so the question is, if fx is equal to x to the power 4 minus 2x cube plus 3x square minus ax plus b, it is divided by x minus 1 and x plus 1. Then remainders are 5 and 19 respectively. Remainders are 5 and 19 respectively. Then find the remainder when fx is divided by x minus 2. Okay. So it is the most important question. Now in this equation of the given polynomial, there are two unknowns, a and b. Okay. So we have to divide this polynomial by x minus 1 and x plus 1. The remainders are 5 and 19 respectively. And we have to find the remainder if fx is divided by x minus 2. So first, when we consider that the polynomial is divided by x minus 1, when fx is divided by when fx is divided by x minus 1, then what we will do? Then x minus 1 is equal to 0 and we will get x is equal to 1. Okay, it is divided by x minus 1, so we put that term by which we are dividing. That means x minus 1 is equal to 0, so we will get the value of x which is equal to 1. Okay, now we find the remainder by putting x is equal to 1. So remainder it will be equal to f of 1, because x is equal to 1, so remainder of this polynomial will be f of 1. Now putting the value, we will be getting 1 to the power 4 minus 2 into 1 cube plus 3 into 1 square minus a into 1 plus b. Okay, so by dividing fx by x minus 1, it is the remainder. Further solve it, so we will get 1 to the power 4 will be 1, 1 cube will be 1 and minus 2 plus 3 minus a plus b, which will be equal to 3 plus 1 4 minus 2 2. It will be 2 minus a plus b. Okay, so it is the remainder. It is coming out the remainder by dividing with x minus 1, and we have given its value also. The remainder are 5 and 19 respectively. It means when we are dividing by x minus 1, then by dividing with x minus 1, remainder will be 5. It means we can put the value of remainder also, which is equal to 5. So by solving this equation further, we will get, taking a and b to the left hand side and 5 to the right hand side, we will get a minus b is equal to 2 minus 5, that will be equal to minus 3. So we get an equation a minus b is equal to minus 3. It is our first equation. Okay, similarly, when fx is divided by x plus 1, when fx is divided by x plus 1, then what we will do? We will put x plus 1 is equal to 0. Then x plus 1 is equal to 0 and we will get x is equal to minus 1. Now we have to find the remainder of fx when divided by x plus 1, then we will put x is equal to minus 1 at the place of given polynomial. So by putting, now the remainder will be equal to f of minus 1. And now putting the value of x is equal to minus 1 in this polynomial, we will get minus 1 to the power 4 minus 2 into minus 1 cube plus 3 into minus 1 square minus a into minus 1 plus b. Solve it further. Minus 1 to the power 4, it will be plus 1. Minus 1 cube will be minus 1 and minus 1 into minus 2, that will be plus 2. Minus 1 square will be plus 1 into 3, so it will be plus 3. Minus a into minus 1, it will be plus a and plus b. So this particular term is the remainder when fx is divided by x plus 1. By putting the value x is equal to minus 1, we get this term which is the remainder or which is equal to the remainder, and we have already given when it is divided by x plus 1, then the remainder is equal to 19. It means we can put the value of remainder is equal to 19. Clear? Now solving it further, we will get another equation and we will take that equation is equal to equation number 2. So solving this equation further, we will get 19 is equal to 3 plus 2 5 plus 1 6. It is 6 plus a plus b, or we can write it as a plus b is equal to 19 minus 6, that will be 13. It is equation number 2. So we get two equations in terms of a and b. The first equation is a minus b is equal to minus 3, and second equation is a plus b is equal to 13. Now we have to find the values of a and b. So for finding the values of a and b, we have to solve these two equations, equation 1 and equation 2. So how will you solve these two equations? For solving, we may take the value of a from first equation and put it in second equation, or we can find the value of a from second equation. The value of a will be equal to 13 minus b, and put this value of a in equation number 1. Put this value, put in equation 1. Because if we put the value of a in equation 1, then a will be eliminated and we will get an equation in terms of b. This method is known as elimination method. So we have to eliminate either of a or b. So in this case, I am taking the value of a and putting the value of a in equation number 1. So we will eliminate a and get the value of b as answer. So putting the value of a, it will be 13 minus b at the place of equation 1. So at the place of a, it is 13 minus b and one more minus b. At the place of a, it is 13 minus b, then minus b, it is equal to minus 3. Or we can write it as 2b, minus 2b is equal to minus 3 minus 13, taking 13 to the right hand side. So we will get minus 2b is equal to minus 16, or the value of b will be equal to 8. By dividing, this minus minus will cancel out, so the value of b will be is equal to 8. Okay, so we get the value of b here, it is equal to 8. Now we have to find the value of a. Now again putting the value of b in this equation. So if we again put the value of b, then a is equal to 13 minus b, and the value of b is already 8. So we get the value of a, that will be equal to 5. Okay, so by dividing with x minus 1 and x plus 1, we were given the remainders. By that remainders, we form two equations, equation number 1 and equation number 2. And by solving these two equations, we get the values of a and b. But the question is still not complete. We have to solve it further. So first note it down up to here. Now the given polynomial was fx is equal to x to the power 4 minus 2x cube plus 3x square minus ax plus b. This was the polynomial fx. So what is the question which is further asked? The question is that we have to find the remainder of this polynomial when divided by x minus 2. We have to finally find the remainder when this polynomial is divided by x minus 2. But since we were not having the values of a and b, so first we have calculated the values of a and b. Now we can put these values in the given polynomial. So first put the value of the a and b in the given polynomial. The polynomial would become x to the power 4 minus 2x cube plus 3x square minus, at the place of a we will put 5, so it will be minus 5x plus 8. Now this is the required polynomial. Now we have to find the remainder of this polynomial when it is divided by x minus 2. So it is divided by x minus 2. So let us take gx is equal to x minus 2. It is divided by x minus 2. So we are taking gx is equal to x minus 2. So we will put x minus 2 is equal to 0. So the value of x is now 2. And we have to find the remainder of this polynomial. So we will put the value of x at the place of fx. So it will be f of 2. We will get 2 to the power 4 minus 2 into 2 cube plus 3 into 2 square minus 5 into 2 plus 8. So 2 to the power 4, it is 16 minus, it is again 2 to the power 4 minus 16 plus 2 to the 4, 3 is 12 minus 10 plus 8. Now this 16 and minus 16 will cancel out. 12 plus 8 is 20, 20 minus 10. It means it will be 10. So the remainder is finally f of 2 is equal to 10. It is the required remainder which is asked in the question. Okay, so the remainder of this polynomial, when it is divided by x minus 2, it is 10. It is our answer. This is the remainder and it is our answer. Okay, so in this way we can solve the problems based on remainder theorem. We have to do only one thing. The polynomial with which we have to divide, put simply that polynomial is equal to 0 and we will get the value of x, and then we will put this value of x in that polynomial which is to be divided. Means at the place of fx we will put x is equal to 2 and that f of 2 will be the remainder. Okay, so now you have to solve the questions based on remainder theorem.